In this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can make a profitable Google Ads campaign for local businesses. And in this example, we are going to use landscapers as the example. So the first thing you can do is click on New Campaign, and hit the New Campaign button. I do recommend that you set this video on 2x speed so you can go through it a lot faster. That's what I typically do. For this, you can either choose leads or create campaign without a goals guidance. We typically like to use this one because your options are not limited throughout the Google Ads campaign setup if you choose this one. And we like to go for search because that's where we want our ads to show up. So for the conversion tracking, this is super important that you have conversion tracking and that you know what you're tracking and that what you're tracking is actually correct. So this will not be for the scope of this video, but make sure to have your tracking set correctly. Continuing on, we can call this campaign just landscaping tutorial. Though it is for all local businesses, you can just switch out the names for landscapers and the keywords, etc., for other types of local businesses. So for the bidding strategy is actually one that is hidden here on the options when you do want to select that on the setup. So we will actually show you that after we have set up the campaign, then we are allowed to choose the cost per click, which is the bidding type that we want to use. So for now, just leave it as is, and we can click on next. The campaign settings, the networks, you do not want either of these checked off because we do not want to be displayed anywhere else than on the search network. For the locations, this is obviously really important. You want to hit enter another location, and then you can click on advanced search. In here, you have a couple of different options. Let's say that you are located in Denver. You can just include Denver. That's one way to do it. But as you can see, how Google locates Denver is quite interesting. It's not exactly a round circle around Denver, for example. So what I like to do is just click on show all areas. And in here, you can, rather than choose Denver, let's remove that. You can click on all areas that you want to show up for. Let's not include that one. Let's see if we scroll a bit deeper here. We want to be shown up here, include that area, include this. Let's just let it load here. Include this area, include this area, include this area. You can scroll out, zoom out a bit further. Let's see, there we go. Include this area, and so on. And you can include all the areas you want to be displayed for. The reason that this is the best option is that you can actually have a lot more data when you have the campaign set up and you see where people are clicking, where the conversion rates are good, where the cost per click is good, etc., etc. Another way you can do this is that you can actually just select the radius. So if we remove all of these and click radius, you can just say that I am located close to North Westminster up here. So you can just click on pin mode and include an area like this. As I said, I would use the option where you enter all of the different areas within the area you are serving. But for now, let's just use the radius, hit on save. Languages, English, of course. Audience segments, you can use this. However, it is not that big of an advantage, and you can set this when your campaign has a lot more data later down the line. Broad match keywords, we do not want that. Let's hit off. More settings. There's one more setting that is crucial, and that is ad schedule. You do only want your ads to run whenever you can pick up the phone or answer a form submit or whatever. So let's say you're open from 9 to 5. like this, and you can say that you are also open on Saturdays. Let's see, Saturdays from 9 to 13, let's say. There we go. And then you can click on next. Keywords and asset generation, we will do this later. I will show you a little trick on how you can do that simply and good. Okay, ad group, let's just call this landscaping broad, because it will be a broad landscaping ad group. For now, we will not set all the different keywords. You can just enter like landscaping for now. I will show you later how you can add keywords a bit more dynamically. For the ads, in here you want to enter your URL, your website. So let's just say it is landscaping.com, and in here is the display path, what is displayed on the ad. So let's just say in landscaping in Denver, like this, and it will display landscaping.com/Denver. This is not actually where you are being routed when you click on the ad. This is just the description or the display path, as you can see here. Calls, this is really important. Do enter your or add your phone number like this. We can just use this number, apply. As for the headlines, we have a long list of headlines that we know work well with landscapers and other local businesses. So we'll just like to plug and play those. But for now, off the top of my head, we can just say landscaper in Denver. Local landscaper Denver, and get a free estimates. Like that. Those are some okay headlines. You would like to add more to have more data you can split test. For the descriptions, these descriptions are actually not that important. The thing with the descriptions is that they are important to make your ads take up more of the screen, so they are more visible and people will notice them more. So for this, you can basically just add long descriptions. I'm just going to add them now, and I will cut that out from the video. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. There we go. As I said, it is just important that these descriptions are long. These are not actually good descriptions. Again, we have a list of descriptions that we know work for landscapers and for other types of local businesses. Images are nice to add. You can add those if you have some images. Same goes for names and logos. Here you need to connect your Google My Business profile to get access to the logo and your name. Site links, there are 3 site links that are super important that you have added to your Google Ads. The first one is prices. Here you do want to have a link to your prices. Let's say that is landscaping.com/prices. If I can spell correctly, prices. And we just copy this to use it later for the other site links. Second one that is really important is services, what services you offer, and that is at landscaping.com/services. You do want to have different sites for this in your website, or different parts of your website displaying this. Service areas is the third one that is really important to have for site links. And that can be at service areas. There we go. Hit create. And now we are basically done. More asset types. There is one that you can do, which is callouts. We have them at the account level, but for callouts, you can just say like open till 10 p.m. landscaper, get a free estimate, something like that. When you're done, click done and next. For the budget, we'll just, I won't use this account or this campaign, so I'll just set the budget to 1 for now. You can do the same because we're going to set the budget later when we add the bidding strategy that we want to use. Okay, there we go. And then you can click on Publish Campaign. Once it is published, there are 2 things we need to handle. Okay, so Google says our ads will go live after a review. It says it takes 1 to 2 business days, but what we see is that it actually takes only 1 to 2 hours. And the conversion setting is really important that you have done, that you track your conversions, but for now we won't set that up. That is for another video. Now in here we want to select the campaign that we just made. Let's see, that was landscaping tutorial. And in this site, you can go to campaigns and hit campaigns. And here we can change the bidding strategy. So you hit the campaign settings. And in here, we want to change our bidding strategy from maximize conversions. Click change bid strategy and then click or select bid strategy directly, not recommended. Google does not recommend it because they do not want us to use manual cost per click. They want us to spend more money on their platform than we have to. So click on manual CPC and hit save. And after that, you can change the budget to however much you would like to spend each day on this campaign. And you can also do that if you click this little pencil icon down here. That was the one thing. And the second thing we needed to do is if we go to ad groups, we have the landscaping broad ad group with 1 little keyword. So how we would like to add our keywords is that we actually go over to click tools and go to planning. You'll come over to the keyword planner right here. And you can click discover new keywords. I just need to set my language to English and my location. I can set it to Denver because that's where we want to rank and where we want to see what search volume are for the different keywords. You can just use the United States if you do not have enough search volume in your area. But for now, we'll just use Denver because the city is big enough. So then we can say landscaper. That's one keyword we can get results for. And let's see here. As you can see, there are a couple of different keywords that have a lot of search volume. If you want more data, on the right-hand side here, you can just use US, not just Denver. So here you can see you have lawn care near me, landscaping near me, landscaping, lawn maintenance, landscaping services near me. So what we typically like to do is that we separate the campaigns on the different types of services and also the different types of keywords. So you can have a campaign for landscaping, one for gardening, one for lawn care, and so on. So for the landscaping near me or the landscaping broad match, we'll just select all of the landscaping ones here. Landscaping services near me, landscaping companies near me. These are good. You can also add a lot more, but for now, I'll just show you with these. Hit new ad group, or you can just click on plan, existing campaign, and click landscaping tutorial and come over to and use the landscaping broad. And then you can click on add keywords, click confirm. And now if you go into our ad group, if you hit campaigns and ad groups, you will see, and if you hit click on the ad group, let's go over to our campaign again, landscaping tutorial. Now, if you hit the landscaping broad, you can see that we have a lot more keywords in here. Now, the thing with the keywords is that they have three different match types, which is really important. So the one is broad match type, which we never want to use, because when we have a broad match type, people search for either landscaping or companies or near or me, we will rank for all of those words, which is something we really don't want to do. And then we have the phrase match option, which is what we use the most. Phrase match type, which basically means that you rank for this phrase and whatever comes before or after the phrase. So if people search landscaping companies near me, Denver, we will rank for that. And then we have the exact match type, which is that you rank for exactly that search. So if people say landscaping companies near me, Denver, we will not rank for that, but we will rank for landscaping companies near me. So what you can do is that we can actually do a bulk operation on these keywords. You click this little check icon, and then you hit edit and change match types, change all match types. And from broad match, we can go to phrase match and hit apply. And as you can see now, in a couple of seconds, all these keywords have gone from broad match keywords to phrase match keywords, as you can see both here and from those little phrases on each side of the word. So that is basically it. That's how you set up a campaign for a local business that will actually be better than 95% of the campaigns you see out there. If you want us to do this for you, let us know by hitting the link in the description. And if you like the video, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.